finally found justice for a D.C. police officer shot and killed in West Baltimore 7 years ago. This cold case was charged by a brand new unit in the state's attorney's office, and prosecutors hope this is just the first of many examples. WMER2 News' Elizabeth Worthington joins us now to explain how investigators were able to piece this case together. Elizabeth?
Yeah, Kelly, the murder took place back in 2017, but detectives didn't get a major break in the case until last year, 6 years later. Working cold cases like this takes a lot of time and resources, and law enforcement agencies, as we know, are already stretched thin. But today they vowed to put new energy into solving these often forgotten cases. Sergeant Tony Mason Jr. was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's according to new details from the investigation into his 2017 murder, announced today by Baltimore prosecutors.
We are here today to announce charges against Mr. Dion Thompson.
Dion Thompson was 18 years old when investigators say he shot and killed Mason, a D.C. police officer who was living in Baltimore at the time. Here's what the charging documents say happened. Thompson was hanging out at his friend's grandmother's place in the Elgin Townhomes in West Baltimore. Sergeant Mason was off duty. He was parked outside the apartment complex with his girlfriend. As Thompson was leaving, he spotted the car and became paranoid, thinking it was someone trying to rob him or retaliate against him for, quote, all the robberies he was committing. He shot at the car, hitting both Mason and the woman inside. Mason died. She survived. It wasn't until Thompson turned on the news later that he learned the man he allegedly killed was a cop.
For far too long, the details surrounding Sergeant Mason's tragic death have remained a painful mystery. But the Baltimore Police Department, the FBI, the ATF, and the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office never stopped following up on tips and tracking down leads.
The final key didn't come until early last year. Someone called Metro Crime Stoppers with a big tip. Dion Thompson told them he did it. It's unclear when that confession happened or why the tipster came forward in 2023, 6 years after the murder. This was the first case charged by a newly formed unit in the state's attorney's office dedicated solely to cold cases. State's Attorney Ivan Bates hopes for more.
You may think that you've gotten away with murder, but advance of technology and us working together, we're going to make sure we try to and we focus on holding you accountable. And as hopefully we can try to bring some closure to the many families that have lost loved ones and do not know what happened to them.
So Dion Thompson was actually already locked up in federal prison in New Jersey when these allegations surfaced. Police say he was running a drug operation on that same street where the shooting happened. He's getting sent back to Baltimore now to face murder charges.
So this cold case unit is new. Do they expect it to be bigger and better, to do more things?
That's the plan, but they need two things to happen. First, they need the city to unfreeze a bunch of staffing positions. They got to build up that staff because, like we said, this takes more time and more resources. They need more people to do it. They also need, the state's attorney's office said, they need some federal funding that they're going to use to invest in advanced DNA and forensic genealogy testing, which we've seen has been really crucial to solving these years-old cases.
All right, so much more to come. Elizabeth Worthington, thanks a lot for that report.